Hello there. It's your favorite coach, Shoni. Doing this live. I think we're gonna talk about love. We probably do a few cards too. Maybe. They kind of looking at me. They kind of looking at me today. So give everybody a minute to get in here, y'all. If y'all follow me on High Priestess dot 1111, that was my tarot channel. We could just say my intuitive message and tarot channel. Baby, I ain't been over there. I have not. I'm gonna admit I have not been over there, but it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. We're gonna have a whole schedule for that channel when I'm ready to put messages back out, because I feel like I don't know if I just vlog over there or what, but not just tarot. You know, I would not be doing you all right. It would be a disservice. So I'm Shanitra Nicole, or Coach Shoni online. People just started calling me that. They was like, "You my life coach," because I was always channeling messages for them, and I didn't know that was my gift, y'all. I didn't know who I am all these years, and so I really didn't open up to that aspect of it until, dang, I was making the videos in 2018. I still didn't know that that's what I was doing until like 2020. I didn't know. Y'all, 5 years. Not even a good 5. It's been 4 years and something since my spiritual awakening. I'm 43, and I had no idea that I was channeling messages from spirit and giving people a prophetic word, and that's why I was always like on point for them. And I was like, I just know. How do you know? Exactly. I just know. I don't know how I know. I didn't know how I know. And so my goal today was to give y'all some content. So I've got 3 motivational minutes up. I've got a longer video up about your spiritual awakening. So we're going to talk about love and the spiritual awakening. But we're live, so we're going to incorporate that into it too. Hi, support me. How are you, hon? So yeah. And y'all, subscribe when you see this video. We are growing this channel. That's why I went the extra mile to put in a description, a title, and a thumbnail. Okay, now YouTube just sent everybody all at once. Hi to all the 21 people coming in right now. I'm Coach Shoni, your spiritual girly and relationship coach. Go ahead and hit the like button for this video. I'm gonna leave this one up. So I just put out a ton of content today. Let me see who all in here. Thank you, M. Cappy or MKP. Let's see who all in here. I apologize in advance if I don't say your name right. But we're gonna talk about love today. We're gonna talk about love for a very good reason. Avon, welcome to the live. And Pun Hall, baby, I can't see that good. I cannot see that good. Hello, is it Pun Hall? Here, let me put my eyes on. Okay, Panal, and M. Cappy. Privet, Pandas, hi. Pandas are cute. Gaming Hub TV, hi. Hi. Kindle, hi. The one in between Kindle and gaming, I can't pronounce. It's symbols for your language. Hi. Y'all go ahead and hit the live if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much, Gaming Hub TV. Thank you. Pandas are cute. I like to keep my glasses on edge, you know. I need help. I'm 8 months pregnant with my brother's twin. Oh gosh, you need to, yeah. Keisha, that's between you and God. Can't nobody make the decision for you. Keisha, you'll make the right decision for you. You look so nice. Thank you, Gaming Hub TV. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. 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 So basically, St. Louis, the Lou, and I'm proud. Yep, St. Louis, Missouri. And where you from? Where you all from? 5-5. Where you guys from? Where can I create more space? Am I clear on what my soul really wants? What's up? Thank you. I got my braids out, so it's all me today. India, Mumbai. And I'm gonna leave this up for later, so I'm gonna channel some energy. And this card, no matter how many times I shuffle, it keeps coming up. Where can I create more space for my soul truth deck? If y'all got questions or anything for me in the chat, let me know. Instead of filling yourself up with busy work and things to do, create more sacred space in your schedule, in your home, in your mind, in your lungs, and in your heart. Take time to just be. Today's soul action: do a clutter detox of your schedule, home, innermost self, and make space. Clarity will come. Okay, that's from my soul truth deck, y'all. And I just made a video about that. This is in alignment to little. Go back to little and talk. I just made a video about creating space, like clearing the clutter in your mind, like making a path for spirits to walk through and work. A path, a path, a path, a path. I ain't gonna show y'all no more cards, but I am gonna do this message. So, and this will be for somebody who finds it later, because I got a feeling this live chat, half of y'all ain't even over 18. I got a feeling it ain't really for the people who in here right now. I got the Emperor. It's like somebody ready to start their life and boss up and be in charge of what they got going on. And what flipped out? The Six of Wands. Ready for success. Ready for success. Ready to be the boss again. Start that business. Take that leap of faith. Go on that journey. You'll be successful. Ooh, everything is 10 of Swords, 5 of... So 10, 5, 10. It's like 1, 5, 1. What is that? It's both of them came out. You try to pretend like everything is cool on the surface. I'm not gonna put them all down. Somebody trying to act like everything's cool on the surface, but they be online watching people, and it's like online watching people feeling like it ain't happening for me, type of thing. Let's see. You can't watch people online and think their life is perfect. But everything's gonna balance out over time. Everything's balancing out over time. To be back on top and in charge, and to have victory is really just, God's way of giving you justice. And temperance came out. So that's definitely about balance. For sure. 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords, moving on in your head. Y'all in the chat. And I'm seeing, based on my chat, distractions. Don't worry about distractions. Don't worry about no distractions. There's always gonna be somebody popping up making you think about something else at the wrong time. It's always gonna be somebody popping up worried about something else, trying to make you feel like you the one that's not in alignment with, the current energy. And you are. It's gonna be little things. Like I said, that both of the Ten of Swords, everything is fine, and the Ten of Swords came out. They're both the cards laying on the ground with Ten of Swords. All these thoughts about not doing what everybody else doing, feeling like you behind in life, feeling like you got left out with that Five of Swords, where it's like you feel like betrayed by life. Like, why am I behind? So I know somebody probably been feeling like that, but you ready to get back to some energy of bossing up and being out here again. And it's happening. It's happening even if you don't feel like it is. I'm trying to light this incense, y'all. Big old flame. And so, how does this tie into love? Because I said we're going to talk about love today. So, how is this working for love? For Divine Feminine, this Emperor is the one coming in, like bossed up and got you feeling like good, like you won the prize, and that was your justice from universal justice system. Universal justice system and temperance. You gonna learn how to get grounded and stay and still be emotional and balance it out. Okay. So it's like somebody was like hurting their past. They's watching every. Okay. Somebody felt like everybody had somebody except for them. They were hurting their past, and they were watching people just live life, like just constantly in their phone, like 10 and 10. So it's like 10, 10. New beginning. And then the 5 was the change. It felt like betrayal. And then the Six of Swords is moving on. And it was like all these looming thoughts of just not, like, it ain't gonna never be right for me. It ain't gonna never be my turn. Then the Emperor comes in. You feel successful in your business. You up on the horse. Everybody looking like, okay, you did that. And then justice. God's like, and the people who kicked you while you were down, justice is coming in. You're going to be getting phone calls. I can say that for sure. You're going to get some phone calls. Phone calls. Phone calls are coming in. You're going to be like, how do I know that God actually got somebody for me? Or how do I know that somebody got their karma without me going to do it myself? You gonna get a phone call and somebody gonna give you the whole story. Do you hear me? It's gonna be a bonus feature in that story, one you didn't even plan on it. Like, dang. Look at God. Before I even say something, if I'm around my family, they know if something happened is messed up. People be like, well, this, blah, blah, blah. They know I'm finna say, I don't feel sorry for you. I be like, look at God. Like, you deserve it. So, they'll just say it before I say it. They like, look at God. We already know you finna say it. So, it's like, that justice, you gonna get them funk, baby. Somebody is about to boss up in their love life, success in a career, and it's like everybody's finna watch you win. Everybody about to watch you win. And God said, don't worry about when I prepare this table for you, come sit at it, come eat at this table, right? And the table's prepared for you. Your justice coming. Don't you run back and worry about anybody who did anything to you. That's not your concern. You ain't gotta run back and worry about nothing. Okay? Focus on what you got in front of you. Focus on what you got in front of you. Right? And temperance is like just living happily ever after, just balancing it all out. Like a little kid playing in water. It's like my inner child is fulfilled. I'm happy. That's a happily ever after if I say so myself. So it's like a big love. Like expect some big love. Expect some big love. Oh my gosh, under a spell. Under a spell. It's gonna be like so strong in it's so strong that people gonna act like, "What'd you do?" Like, if you're a divine feminine, I'm like, Did you cast a spell on him? You doing some voodoo over there?" And you're like, "Nah, he just like me. It's me, baby. Who don't like me?" So it's gonna be like that. And relocate is in reverse. It's gonna be like you ain't gonna want to go nowhere. You ain't gonna want to go nowhere. And it's like you're also not going to feel the need to escape this person to have, you're going to have paradise at home, so to speak. Wherever this person is, that's where you feel like you're safe. This is my safe space. We ain't gotta go on vacation. We could watch a movie and be happy. That type of thing. It's like wherever you at is my happy place. That type of thing. This Taurus energy with this Six of Wands is giving you didn't know that about somebody. Like you didn't know. Taurus moon is also giving like the financial stability aspect of it. When somebody comes out victorious and successful, people just see where they popped out. They don't know the secrets and all the information and all the things that that person been through to get to where they are. People don't know that I was in a financial literacy company in 2013. People don't know that my degree required me to take several layers of accounting and all kind of financial management classes. And as project manager, you got to know the budget. People don't know my financial education background, and they don't know that I was also a life insurance agent. So people don't know what's in you. But when you pop out, they gonna be like, well, how did that person, like the secrets of your past, like they don't know what built you. And it's gonna be like once you pop out successful and victorious, people gonna be like, how they like them? Like how was it them? And it's like you can't look at somebody and say how you don't know the whole story. People are not gonna know your story. They just gonna be standing by while you walking, you riding high on that white horse, past everybody looking successful. They gonna be like, focus forward, no eyes on the crowd. I'm going to where I'm supposed to be. And that's that get rich. They make me think of 50 Cent, I get money. I get money. I get money. That song. Ooh, we gonna scroll past that card. That's what we gonna do. Cause nope. it keep wanting to come out. We gonna act like we'll see it. Cause I'm like, I'm quit playing, y'all. But I do feel like it's gonna be some people that's jealous of your success when you do get it, and we don't care because that's life. That's what humans do. They find something to be mad about, and if I'm it today, so be it. That's how you gotta be. That's how you gotta be. Autumn came out. It's gonna be a major change, a beautiful change. I was born in autumn, okay? And I love autumn. It's my favorite season, right at the cusp of the weather change, where it's just slightly cool enough to throw on some jeans, boots, and a nice sweater, okay? I like fall fashion and sitting around fire. I like all that stuff, right? It's perfect time to be outside. It's not so hot anymore. But if you look at the way the trees change, and then you go into Scorpio season, Scorpio, the transformation, the beautiful transformation. The leaves go from like this bright green to like this reddish, oranges, and then yellow kind of look before they finally turn brown. And they are so beautiful. If you ever go to like an orchard or something, there's a bunch of trees and you just see a row lined of trees, like beautiful colors. I love trees when they change colors, and I love flowering trees. It's gonna be like, oh my gosh, people gonna be looking up, like, how you can go and look up at the trees and just like look and like, oh, it's so beautiful. It's just lined straight down the field with trees. People gonna be looking at you like, wow, I didn't know you had it in you. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know that was you. It's like, I knew you were like good, but I didn't know you were that good. That's what it's gonna be when you pop out with your gifts. When this justice come through. When that emperor, and it's like your emperor, take it however it resonates. It's gonna be a strong, divine, serious, wealthy partner. Whether they're wealthy when you meet them, or you guys are gonna attain wealth in your relationship, but they carry themselves and think highly of themselves. So, um, I'm going to say that this person's presence requires you to level up. It pushes you to be greater, like in such a loving way. Like the finally got the flipping support you need to go be great. Because people be like, I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do it, and it's not quite working, and you just didn't know you needed to be loved right. Okay, you didn't even realize your success was hinging on love. Like that was your fuel. You were on E because you were giving, giving to everybody. And that's that Six of Swords energy, like that emotionally moving on. Like I don't have nothing else to give nobody. I needed somebody to pour into me type energy. And when it comes time for you to get your justice, your success, your love, success, and justice, it's gonna be like Ruth and Job, like the book of Job, where everything was lost, destroyed. Some of you have taken a vow of poverty right now. That's what it looked like. Okay, it might look like you gave up the house, the car, the kids with the other parent. It might look like that, right? It might look like you and the kids staying with somebody. I know people in all these situations I done named because they reach out, and that's what it looked like for a season. And many of you have been going through your spiritual awakening for the past few years. Go check out my video on spiritual awakening on here. And you might have been going through things for the past couple of years, but it's like it's time for your restoration season. Job got everything better. But when people were telling Job, oh, you sure all of this happened because you being tested by God? He's like, yes, I am. I'm sure. In my case, I haven't been able to get a W-2 job in 3 years. And so I don't care what I apply for. It don't. God said, You can keep on. You can explain it to people. But I have gotten 1099 opportunities, but the door God closes for you is the door that's going to hinder you from walking in your purpose. So it gets shut for you. I'm gonna shut the door. You're gonna be all right. I know it's gonna feel like everybody gonna talk some girl, that ain't God. You just ain't. Let me look at your resume. It ain't God. I've had people who hire people look at my resume. So people will come to you like that. Like that ain't God. And Job said his friends curse God and go back to your old life. We couldn't at this point. Everybody was dead. People were seriously gone to the point where he couldn't go back to that old life if he wanted to. So it's like some of you might be trying to run back to what things used to look like before everything seemingly fell apart. Well, when it was really being crushed and falling into place so that you can get a nice, stable, smooth foundation. Because all your life has been rocky. All your life has been rocky. And the justice you getting is really that temperance. God's just balancing everything out. Everything is just being balanced out in your life. And it had to get shaken up and broken apart to get pressed down right. It's like just trying to get used to having a shaky foundation and acting like everything is fine. That's why I came out having all these problems and trying to pretend like everything is fine. You knew you never had a solid foundation. And it's like with Ruth, I'm thinking about Esther right now too. But with Ruth, it was like, yeah, half of their family were killed in battle, and then you turn around later half the family was killed in battle, but she did not give up on her mother-in-law, right? She didn't give up on her. Can you give me some water right quick? Like room temperature? The jug. Thanks. Yeah, either one. Yeah, so it's like she could have looked at her hardship and said, girl, I ain't got time to be toting no mother-in-law around. I gotta find me a new husband. He probably won't accept me with her. But the beautiful, the miracle, the hidden little gem for her was the mother-in-law was the key to her success to getting the next husband, and the wealth and the restoration and pretty much the justice. So that was her justice for, still having a heart for a woman. She could have did. She's like, you gonna make it harder for me to get my next husband. I can't help take care of you, because she was elderly. And it's like, I could leave her behind. Her husband's gone too. Her son was my husband. He gone. The other son gone. But that wife went back to her family. And nobody's going to fault you for it, because that was customary. But she's like, I'm not about to leave you alone. She had a heart for her. And because she had a heart for her and did what most people thought, like, girl, don't do that. Don't do that. She gonna make it hard for you to get married. Like, she could have, Ruth could have been on, if it was modern times, let's make it make sense. Let me give y'all a prime example. Let's make it make sense. If it had been modern times, thank you, Madison. If it had been modern times, y'all know, if that would have went down today, everybody would have been on the phone, girl, you crazy. Why would you keep your mother-in-law around? You ain't got no attachments to her son. Y'all didn't have no kids. You better go be free and live your life. She, let somebody from her family get her. And they would have been like, yeah, because I don't see how, but you listen to people when God already spoke to you, your higher self has spoken to you, you know what's in your heart is saying, take her with you. Take her with you. And you listen to other people when you know better, you heard something different. It's like if Job would have listened to everybody around him, like, well, it don't look like life working out for you. You just need to take all of our advice and do what we said and try to go back to your old life. It don't matter if you feel like God or your higher self was speaking to you. It don't matter. You just need to fix this to make it look better, so we can see you as socially acceptable, because what we think of you matters more than what God said to you or what your higher self is speaking to you. You understand? And I say both because I know some people need to hear it both ways. But our higher self is truly speaking to us and guiding us through this. This was an experience that was pre-planned, and now it's time to get on board with doing it. And so imagine them. What would the story have been? Crap. It wouldn't have been nowhere near as good. When you trust your instincts and trust your higher self and do what you feel led to do, because what's in here is you, the spiritual form of you. What's in here is you. You hear yourself, and you're supposed to go and trust your gut and trust your intuition. And what happened? Good things happen when they listen to themselves. Listening to everybody around you, baby, you weren't gonna get no justice. Confirmation. But Ruth and Job listened to that voice after they lost everything, and they were restored 10 times over. Okay? They were restored. And so that was justice. You will get justice when you go within and listen. It's bigger than that. And so always trust your energy. Never go against it. Okay? You know when you're on the right path. Everything's just going to line up and work out for you. It's going to make sense. It ain't going to be a bunch of I'm trying to force it, trying to figure it out. It's going to make sense. Right? And so temperance energy is that Sagittarius energy, that balancing it all out. Learning how to be a spiritual being, having a human experience. Learning how to be a person who's been single most of their life. Learning how to be married. Learning how to handle a business that has you in front of millions of people, making millions of dollars. Learning how to be a business owner. Learning how to balance all the things in your life. Learn how to balance the wealth. Balance it out. So this was a good one. But heal your wounds, learn to love yourself, and just know that it's time to move on from any limited beliefs, negative thoughts. Get out of your head. All the videos I posted today, the motivational minutes, are in alignment with this message as far as clearing out your head, the intrusive thoughts. There's one on intrusive thoughts, and it was like when and how. And it's like when and how is all of this going to happen? And the intrusive thoughts are the Ten of Swords energy. And then the other video was the what was it, y'all? So intrusive thoughts, when and how. And the longer video was the spiritual awakening. Your higher self finally speaking to you. You gotta let this process happen. You gotta change in order to get the life you want. You gotta change in order to get the love you want, because you are not gonna get somebody whose energetic match or their vibration is just so good and authentic, and you like they might see it in you, and that might be the initial connection, and you start to heal more now that you're in their presence or in their energy, because a good match is going to heal things in you that you thought were okay, and you found out there was more to heal, and it's okay, because that's how it's supposed to work. You meet the love of your life, and there's more things that gotta heal about you. It's not that something's wrong with you because they came to the surface. It wouldn't have come to the surface unless it was time for you and this person to work on it. Okay, so their love is going to be healing for you. It's all going to balance itself out. This is a powerful dynamic, and yeah. So I guess we on here doing readings now. Y'all, one channel, one band, one sound. Anyway, hopefully y'all, this resonated with somebody besides just me. I want everybody to have the life that they envision, because that's the life your higher self is calling you to have, right? It's like, see yourself, the emperor, the empress. Baby, I got my crown for a reason. I have my crown for a reason. It's a reminder of who I am. Constant reminder of who I am. So if you need to make you one out of paper or do whatever you need to do, come up higher and see yourself. Come up higher and see yourself. Come up higher and look yourself in the eye, okay? Never look down on you. Who's better than you? Nobody. Okay? So I'm gonna wrap this up. We at 30 something minutes. I love y'all. We ain't gonna do no editing. It is what it is. Anything that happened throughout, I got a little thirsty during the reading, okay? And we was talking about love. Some of y'all probably a little thirsty. I can relate. But the when and how. So I love y'all. Be great on purpose.